the Chicago Sky teammates of Angel Reese, Ariel Atkins, Rachel Banham, Courtney Vandersloot, three ladies which were targeted in that hit piece that Angel Reese slid underneath the table. Yeah, they responded. Not only did they respond, but the Chicago Sky responded as well.
Did Angel Reese just turn from franchise cornerstone into Chicago Sky's biggest headache? Think about it. Suspended for technicals, sidelined with mysterious back injury, and tossing teammates like Courtney Vandersloot, Haley Van Lith, and Rachel Banham under the bus. Meanwhile, the Sky actually looks sharper without her. So why is Reese demanding trades and roster changes when she's leading the league in turnovers despite missing weeks? The front office pushed back, her teammates spoke up, and the Sky started thriving in her absence. Could this be the end of Angel Reese in Chicago? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
At this point, it's over. That whole Sky Barbie thing, that thing is over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. They're going to move on. They have to.
What happens when your supposed star openly insults teammates midseason? That's exactly what Angel Reese did. And it wasn't vague criticism. It was direct, blunt, and personal.
Let's see what Angel Reese had to say. I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. Oh boy. Reese told the Tribune, we have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best because we can't settle for what we have this year. Overhaul this roster.
She doubled down, pointing fingers at Rachel Banham and Haley Van Lith, questioning if they were even good enough for a playoff team. That doesn't just upset fans. It breaks the unspoken locker room code. You don't torch teammates in the media.
We can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at, Reese said. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. Courtney Vandersloot, by the way, two-time WNBA champion, five-time All-Star, two-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. Oh, damn. It's all right, Courtney. It's all right.
The fallout was instant. Courtney Vandersloot, a veteran floor general who's carried Chicago hoop for years, was suddenly dismissed as too old. Meanwhile, the Sky had literally reshaped their roster around Reese last offseason, trading the number 3 pick Sonia Citron for Ariel Atkins. That was a gamble, a statement. We're all in on Angel Reese. Instead of unity, it magnified tension.
You can tell it's just some turmoil going on in Chicago right now. And it kind of brings up the question, like, what is going to happen with Angel Reese at this point? I think she's done playing.
Now put yourself in Ariel Atkins' shoes. She's new, respected, brought in to elevate the Sky. But instead of walking into a strong foundation, she's caught in a storm. Reese treated the roster like a fantasy draft, calling them not good enough. Atkins responded with grace, defending teammates and stressing teamwork, while Reese demanded upgrades. Two players, two completely different approaches.
In the beginning of the season, you was missing mad layups. You was shooting like 27% on layups. I saw Ariel Atkins at the podium holding you down. I didn't see none of your teammates going in the media blasting your ass for not being able to make a damn layup. We haven't seen none of your teammates come out and flame you for how you was missing layups back to back to back to back to back. You had like 8 straight games where these dudes won hundreds of thousands of dollars betting that you would miss your first shot. None of your teammates came out and embarrassed you publicly. They held you down and supported you.
And here's the kicker. Reese wasn't dominating. She was piling up turnovers, racking up technicals, and missing weeks with injury. To teammates, it felt like watching someone complain about a car's paint job while she's the one driving it straight into a ditch.
I would be highly surprised if Angel Reese is on the Chicago Sky's roster come the start of the 2026 or the 2027 season. The Chicago Sky, they might be saying to themselves, Angel Reese just isn't worth the headache that she is causing. Great rebounder. As for everything else, she's not worth the headache that she's causing.
Instead of uniting the locker room, she isolated herself. The more she criticized, the more teammates realized she wasn't with them. She was against them. At that point, the Sky no longer saw a leader. They saw someone tearing them apart from within. And once teammates stop covering for you and start speaking up, that's when a locker room hits breaking point.
Well, it goes to show, if you're going to go at a legend, you better not miss. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust, and she even decided to go after a legend, the legendary Courtney Vandersloot, who, of course, blew out her ACL at the beginning of the season, and she is in the midst of making a comeback. And, of course, Angel Reese made some comments that were none too kind to a legend.
Reese's public shots weren't harmless sound bites. She singled out Vandersloot Van Lith and banned him while dodging her own flaws. Turnovers, fouls, suspensions. To fans, it sounded arrogant. To teammates, it felt divisive. Ariel Atkins tried to stay positive, but you could tell the tension was real. Nobody signs up to spend a season cleaning up drama instead of playing basketball.
It says here, Tyler Marsh called it a top-down organizational decision, declined to share which comments were viewed as detrimental. Atkins implied the team supported the decision. Ownership handled it how they see fit. She told the Sun-Times, a shooter on Friday, they have full support from our team.
Some teammates didn't bother hiding frustration. Rachel Banham cut it short. I just don't care. I'm over it. That wasn't indifference. It was exhaustion. Vandersloot hit back too. Say her age was absolutely not a factor. These were veterans refusing to let their reputations get buried by Reese's comments.
But can Sky Nation expect to see you back here next year?
Oh, absolutely. You know, contrary to what people say or think, my age is absolutely not a factor. I am coming back. I'm going to come back better than ever because that's what I've done. I put myself in a position to come back and compete even at this age.
Better than ever. Thank you so much, Sloot.
Eventually, things boiled over. Reports surfaced about a players-only meeting. Yes, the elephant in the room was Angel Reese herself. For the first time, teammates made it clear they weren't going to carry the weight of her words anymore.
Angel Reese will be lucky if she has a third of the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. I don't think it was Kennedy Carter that blew that locker room up. I think it was Angel Reese. There, I said it out loud. I think it was continuous drama.
That's when the glass finally shattered. They realized protecting Reese wasn't protecting the team. And ironically, the Sky often looked better when she wasn't even on the court. Her season became defined by absences, injuries, suspensions, and that automatic ban for her 8 technical after colliding with Aaliyah Edwards.
And watching the bottom of your screen. The contact by Reese.
You can see Angel's right hand got Aaliyah Edwards on the head. And if they do, Lisa, I'm okay with that too, because I think you have to officiate these teams very tightly.
So it'll be a technical foul on Angel.
Her suspension even forced her to miss a hyped matchup against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And if league punishment was enough, the Sky themselves later suspended her for conduct detrimental. Translation, the problem wasn't just on the court.
Chicago Sky values the safety, respect, and well-being of every player. We are committed to accountability so our players can stay focused on playing basketball. Because of statements detrimental to the team made by Angel Reese during league-mandated media, she will not play in the first half of the game on September 7th against the Las Vegas Aces. This matter has been handled and resolved internally, and we are moving forward as a team.
And here's the twist. Without Reese, the Sky played smoother. The ball moved quicker. The offense clicked, and turnovers dropped. Despite missing nearly a month, Reese still managed to lead the entire league in turnovers. Think about that.
Angel Reese facing her first bit of accountability here in the WNBA. Unapologetically, Angel, the Chicago Sky don't care about any of that right now. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about go out and say what you want. Be unapologetic. They have no time for that. They have a business to run. They have teammates that they care about, players on the roster that they're looking for. You know what? We got to send a message. This isn't cool to Vandersloot. This isn't cool to Banham. This isn't cool to Haley Van Lith. We got to show the other players on the roster we have your back as well.
The commitment gap became obvious, too. While injured, Reese didn't even travel with the team. Compare that to Caitlin Clark, who stayed locked on the sidelines even when hurt, cheering, guiding, leading. Meanwhile, Chicago literally appealed one of Reese's technicals in a near courtroom battle just to keep her on the floor. That's how far things spiraled.
It is looking spooky in Chicago. Instead of Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Berman or Haley Van Lith are capable of leading them to the leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. We are aware of it, Marsh stated. We are addressing it.
The truth became unavoidable. Chicago wasn't holding Reese back. Reese was holding Chicago down. Fans saw it, and the comparison to Caitlin Clark only grew sharper. One created drama. The other lifted her team into contention. Guess which one people respect.
Indiana Fever destroy the Chicago Sky in Indianapolis on Saturday. Guess who wasn't there? Angel Reese. Angel Reese declined to travel to Indianapolis, and her coach came out and said something about, she's just focused on her rehab right now, and, she's day to day. We've never had an explanation on what caused the back injury, what's a time frame for her recovery. It's similar to so-and-so's back injury. This is something she struggled with here or there. All we've heard is day to day, and Angel Reese has disappeared.
Clark proved leadership isn't just stats, it's presence. While Reese trashed teammates, Clark celebrated hers. Even sidelined, she directed sets, hyped shooters, and stayed engaged. That builds trust, and it showed in how freely Indiana played around her.
And more than anything, y'all, big picture-wise, this group, there would have been so many teams that would have folded with all we've been through. And we just kept getting better, and we kept getting tougher, and we kept becoming more resilient, and we kept figuring things out, right? Like, we've had 7 new teams throughout the course of this season. and no matter what, we've been flexible, we've been accountable, we've put each other in positions to be successful, and we've continued to put one foot forward and stayed the course.
Flawed toward the playoffs. Why? Stability, culture, belief. All linked to Clark. The league now has 2 examples. One of constant conflict, the other of cohesion. Which one do you think the next generation will follow?
And we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Okay, we got another one on Tuesday, and in the playoffs, ain't nobody gonna want to see us. Nobody. No one is gonna want to see us. That's right. Nobody. I'm not gonna sing it, but yes. Okay. So we continue to focus on competing to the standard, preparing to the standard. All right, and then we scare the hell out of this league. Hell yeah. Here we go. Hell yeah. 3, 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah.
That's why Fever games are packed. Why jerseys sell out. Fans recognize integrity, and they recognize distractions too. Reese became a cautionary tale. Clark became the blueprint. The cracks Reese pointed at were never in Chicago's mirror. They were her own reflection. Fans don't want excuses. They want players who elevate, and the choice is obvious. Should the Sky move on from Angel Reese? Let us know in the comments, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.